Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
The virtual world center of racing, that is Daytona, on the #1 motorsports simulation of the world, iRacing. Aussie mates and mateys, it is time! All right, that's my best Bruce Buffer impression you're going to get from America, from North Carolina, Wesley Allen at 4 a.m. But nonetheless, the Australian NASCAR X Series is here. After a warm-up showdown last week, now the big boys and their toys are ready to roll, and we are set for coverage of the Australian NASCAR X Series for 2026. Welcome, everybody. Nigel Sedell is alongside. Finkelstein hopped in on production. Nigel, we're ready, baby. This is Daytona. Let's do it.
Good evening, Wesley. Good evening to everyone watching out there at home. I've lost for words already. We've got a massive field of cars here tonight. We've got supercar champions. We've got GT3 champions. We've got the best in sprint cars in here as well. We've got the best of NASCAR in here as well. We've got everybody that's good in sim racing in one location. This is going to be great, Wes.
Have a look at the schedule. It all starts here tonight at Daytona. If you were here for the preliminaries last Tuesday night, you saw a little excerpt of what this excitement will bring. New things, 3 stages like the real deal, and we're ready for 100 laps. 250 miles at Daytona, and the starting lineup looks like this. On the front row, Joshua Houghton for the Team Connie team. On the outside, Fitzroy Beaumont. They're going to be on the front row here today for Daytona. Row number 2, Tom Freer. And to the outside of him, Ben Faulkner in the number 28. Row 3 this evening here in Daytona, we'll find Lewis Greathead. We'll see what he can do. And Cody Deeth in number 6 position, or KD as you want to call him. Row 4, Zach Kerr will be right there alongside Wayne Burke, a winner from last year. And your top 10 as the field rolls off pit road, Nigel, is going to find Luke Trehair, a new runner this year, and Shane Bowen will start 10th.
Coming out of row number 6, we've got Trent Gosley in the 04. When he's outside from SSR, we've got Brenton Hobson in P12. P13, row 7, we've got Ryan Barber in the 05 Southern Stars, with P14 being Brendan Burkhardt representing Nitro Racing in the 9 car. P15, we've got Shuban McKernan coming out of 15, with Ethan Winter in the 39 representing Vortex Simsport coming out of P16. Vermilion Esports, Josh Perwin, hopefully I pronounced that right, coming out of 17th, with Josh Mickelmore, the Season 1 champion from 2025, out of P18. Tyler Williams, last year's Daytona winner, with Vortex Sim Sports this year, coming out of 19th, and running out your top 20 is Jacob O'Reilly from Vermilion Esports.
Let's speed it up because they're coming to the green flag. Dave Douglas, Sam Chapman, row number 11. Row number 12, we'll find Michael Campbell, and the Chooch is back. Project 36, Brandon Griffith. Row 13, Ty Serrano and Dane Diago Snadden will start 26. Row number 14, Angus Lawford and Dave Olianchek will be right there alongside. Row 15, top 30, Matt Danson and last year's champion Brad Newman as well. And continuing the rest, Densley, Holdsworth. Go ahead, Nigel.
No. Holdsworth. Then we've also got Jared Filsell, Lachlan Frank, Daniel Boyd, Aaron Borg, Aaron Dorman, Jamie Davis, Aaron Dorman, Kelvin Clark, Zap Blundell rounds out your field tonight.
We wanted to make the field go by quickly because, ladies and gentlemen, you have waited for this one. Pace truck is in. Daytona, 250 miles, 100 laps. Stage 1 is lap 20. We're green. And the Australian NASCAR X Series is underway for a new season. You have a race.
And if you look at the front row, come into turn number 1. Those cars in the front row are all on Team Conti setups there. We've got SSR, we've got Vermilion Esports there as well, all starting to work together. How long, Wesley, before we're going to see this go 3 wide?
Watch and see what they do. Patience is key, no doubt. Working turn number 3. Fitzroy Beaumont, by the way, jumps up to the early lead. He's down on the inside of the double yellow line. Here they come out of turn 4. 99 Problems leading a lap 8-1 with 99 to go. Here comes the field. Beaumont. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell to keep up with content because it's just the first race of the new season. They're in turn number 2. Faulkner to the outside looking for the lead.
And look, already the biggest movers in the field so far are the Lobs Esports guys of Brad Newman and Jared Filsell. Brad Newman was doing these races all by himself last year, but he brings his teammate Jared Filsell into the mix as well. They're up positions 9 gained for 10 now for Brad Newman, 7 for Jared Filsell. Lachlan Frank's up 7, Josh Mickelmore up 5, and Ethan Winters up 5 as well.
Side by side, like they were at pace car speed, except at full song. They're at top speeds right now to 190, 200 miles an hour. Beaumont working now the bottom. Faulkner will follow. Deeth and Houghton right there. Remember, Joshua Houghton was going to win the 500 Australian race a couple of weeks ago on a Saturday night. He got disqualified for too many incident points. Faulkner leading, middle lane, down the back straightaway as they go into turn number 3.
As we already see the strategy starting to play out already now, as we got stages in these as well. We got 2 stages on stage number 20 and another stage at 40 as well. So they'll be fuel saving as well, because the less time you can spend on pit road putting fuel in these cars, the more track position you can make on pit road, which is going to become key when we come to the last stage of the race.
Keeping tabs with it, of course, it'll be 20 laps, 50 miles, 20 laps for stage 2, another 50 miles. That'll give you 100 miles completed once we complete the 2 stages. And then 150 miles will be left of the race with 60 to go in that 3rd stage. Cody Keith, KD, William Esports in 3rd, pushing Faulkner as they work down, trying to get around Beaumont as they work into 3.
We've already had one retiree already. He was the ANC champion from last year, Matt Danston. He's already parked it up there for the night. Wow. Mechanical issues there for the Altus Engineering car. I'm sure Matt will in very shortly. His PR managers and crew chiefs will get in touch with us shortly to see what's happened there. But we're going to see 3 wide there on the outside. Ethan Windsor, Brad Newman on the outside there making this 3 wide.
To hear that about Matt Danson, obviously the Australian NASCAR Series, Australian NASCAR Championship Series champion. Now remember, the ANC will be this year. However, it'll be a 5-week back-to-back Tuesday, Thursday series at the end of the year in November. Speaking along, the way to go is we got to go in 3 wide, Nigel in 4.
We're wrecking at the back.
And trouble in the back of the pack. No caution yet. Down to the bottom of the apron. We will stay under the green flag. Somehow, the discombobulation becomes organized chaos, and we stay under the green flag.
We've got to get a replay of that.
Trouble! We just saw it return. Ethan Winter, the 39, somehow he saved it on the back straightaway. We thought they were going to crash. They keep it going. Now let's go back to replay and show you what happened. Wow. Nigel, I thought we were going to have a crash within a crash. Here's what happened a moment ago.
Ryan
That's
Barber's
Barber.
involved with that. Trent Gosley, the 900's involved. We've got Tyler Williams in there as well. Blaine Densley looks like he's there as well. But yeah, we're back live here, 3 wide. Brad Newman's making the pass on that inside there. But this is on the middle lane. But this is also good to know these drivers are starting to work out. That high line when we go 3 wide is very, very quick. So, Brad Newman's just there on the 89 car there of Wayne Burke as well. Whoa, Wesley, we're not even 10 laps into this here, and we've got entertainment everywhere.
Saved by Sebastian McKiernan. Good to see that driver running with the series. That's the Red Bull 900. He made his debut in the Showdown preseason race last Tuesday night. This is still for real, though. Points on the line. Here they come. 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. Do the math. I love numbers. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 cars stacked up by not even a quarter of a second as they thunder back with about 8 laps into turn 1.
And we've got a split in the field too, so we've got these 18 cars here in this front pack, and then we've got another pack of 20 cars behind that there. There are 9 seconds behind that there. But the only good thing is for those cars behind them, they're all in the draft there. We have got a stage break in 12 laps time, which will then bunch the field back up as we want to see this single file back here, which is led by Jared Filsell.
Fitzroy Beaumont, orange, pink, yellow, white car. Down on the inside, that Ford leads them. Faulkner in the Ford up the middle. There's another car trying to get something organized. Wayne Burke on the outside, the green and black. Yellow, number 89, trying on the high side to go up against the safer barrier. He will rim ride him off the wall, slaps the wall as he gets a little wiggle there for a minute, trying to go after the leaders and fall back to 5th or 6th, Nigel, as they work in 2.
There's one thing I've noticed so far is these cars on the outside there. Well, Newman, he's going to stand it up there as well. They're very, very loose coming through 1 and 2, so something's not quite right there with those cars once they hit the wall and get up high. And that'll be something those teams we'll be looking at as well, thinking, those cars aren't as good through 1 and 2 as others as well. That could come into strategy play later in the run.
The Altus Esports Altus Engineering number 30 machine, Matt Danson, out of the race. Already one retiree, a lot of cars with some damage, like Sam Chapman on the pit lane. He's multiple laps down in that 101 Toyota. All the while, we continue to race on now as the leaders work their way into turn number 2. We're 3 wide of the back straightaway.
And one thing there with the new system too, Wesley, with the playoffs now gone and the chasers out, stage points do matter.
Every lap you get, every point you get on the line, stage points as well. And remember, if you're new to Australian NASCAR X Series from last year, like Nigel mentioned, playoffs are gone. No more winning you're into the postseason. It is still going to be a grind through this season to make it into the best, to make the chase coming up later on in the year around May or so.
We see the field all, as we see once again, the 89 car just hit that wall there coming through 1 and 2 there as well. We've got someone in the chat saying, any chance we can show the winter save, look like a massive angle. We'll see if we can get that one during the stage break there as well, to see if those at home that want to see the winter save there. I think it was a lap.
Whenever we thought they were going to crash when you were going to replay, Dean, is what they're referring to when the 39 a winner. Yeah, it was right there whenever we had the accident, and then we were going to show you the replay, and then right there in the corner, Ethan Winter was wicked loose going out of turn 1, I think, entering the back straightaway. We did not get a caution. We have not had a caution yet. Even though we had those cars involved earlier, they are still 3 wide chaos going up the bank into 1. Here comes last year's champion, Brad Newman.
Someone's in the wall at the back of that too. I think that's the 112 was into the wall, I think it was. Or it might have been the 111. Everything's still good though.
Still staying under the green. Craziness at its finest. There's the camera on board to show you how banked it is. That's coming out of 31 degrees of banking. Coming down the front straightaway, and look at him fight the sun. Nigel, you're a driver as well. What's that peripheral vision like when you're fighting the virtual sun coming at you at a turn 4?
Absolutely hopeless. It's that time of day. I think there's you're probably going to another 10 to 15 laps of that there. And then we should start seeing the lights take effect, as well as Newman now. He's now up to 25 positions. He's our biggest mover, and Lachlan Frank, he's up 22 as well. He's up in the 12th as well. The biggest loser so far has been Sam Chapman. Now he has gone down pit road as well. Looks like his night is done. He might have been involved with the incident on lap 5 or 6 as well. And our other biggest loser so far is Ryan Barber. He's down 12 as well.
5-lap average, fastest on the bottom right there. You see it. As here comes the field working off the corner. By the way, don't forget, join Dylan McDonald and myself on Thursday night. We're here at Daytona for the Australian NASCAR Truck Series presented by CT Electrical, one of our new partners here in Daytona. Same time, Thursday night. Make sure you join us. Australian NASCAR, new season on Highline. Faulkner to the lead, on board there with the 080 of Houghton. He's pushing Beaumont, but the outside lane works there, Nigel, at 3.
Winter just got into the door of Newman as he makes it back up to the outside. He's going to make it work. Let's see if Wayne Burke can get behind him now to give him that big push there, to get him back up the front there. Stage points matter. There's only 7 laps to go.
Everybody asked us and they said, what's the guys at the back doing? Well, if you ask, you shall receive. We show you the front. Now let's try to show you some racing going on in the back of the pack. And you do see it. I have a track map in front of me as well. There are now 2 separate packs. Okay? This is that second pack coming out of turn number 4, led by Campbell, Michael Campbell, leading this cavalry of cars in their own race as they go back into turn number 1 themselves there, Nigel.
And just
that's 20th, 21st, and there's Tayo Serrano there on his own as well.
And just a quick one too is, yes, for those wanting to know why we're not live on Facebook, there is a few technical issues there at the moment. We are working on that behind the scenes to see if we can get that to get that working. So we'll work on that one and we'll get back to you guys very shortly.
Look on the YouTube feed, click that link, hit that bell. Highline, by the way. Oh, there we go. We're trying to get it up and going. We might be a little bit behind schedule, but we'll get it up. Right now, here comes the field. Working now, 5 laps remaining in stage number 1. Look at this massive gaggle of traffic there, Nigel. 3 wide. Look at the man, Faulkner, monkey in the middle. Give me a kangaroo to eat as they go into turn 3. Some veggie bite sandwiches.
And look at the Josh Mickelmore there in that middle lane there. We got Cody Deeth up there as well in the 069 in there having a go with Shane Bowman as well. Tom Frere, Brenton Hobson's in there as well. Josh Mickelmore in your top 10 there as well. You can't keep up here at the moment who's going to win this stage. Everyone wants those points. Just remember though that the ANC race last year, these Vermilion cars were fast at the first race at Daytona. So Lewis Greathead did win that race. So watch out for those as well. They'll be strong here tonight.
By the way, I was referring to the kangaroo because, well, thank goodness nobody got hurt, but I'm understanding at the 12 hours of Bathurst over the weekend, a kangaroo hit a race car at like the start of the race. Yeah, plenty of kangaroo meat for everybody. 3x3x3. Newman up high. Got Burke with him. 3 wide as they work their way again coming out of turn number 4. Laps winding down, Nigel. Nice shot of the campers as they work out of 4, coming to 3 to go.
They're just cooking their kangaroo on the barbecue there. Those campers having a beer in their hand, watching the these races here unfold there. 3 wide. We've got 4 to 5 cars back of 3 wide. We've also got this big bunch behind, which is now 14 seconds. So that big bunch behind, now we're pretty much back down into 2 splits of the field here at the moment. We were 3, but we're kicking back to 2 now as we're going to concentrate on this battle up the front here with 3 to go.
Look at your track map, by the way. If you look up top right, you'll be able to see our audience of the split. And there it is. Right, there's that lead pack, and then there's that second group. As they work that back straightaway, leaders come off the corner. Remember, everybody's going to be all bunched up, though, Coming to the line, had a couple of thrills and spills and scares, some chills, but they kept racing, and we're 3 wide. Stage points up for grabs. Couple of laps remaining. Down below goes the machine of Beaumont as he got wicked loose to the inside. Open the door to Newman and Faulkner up the outside in 2. Wow.
That was a big save there. That was a big save. As the pit lane had closed now, so no one can come down pit lane. We've got 2 laps to go here. In that stage, we're back behind that yellow line. Some of them are just getting out of the way to let these guys go 3 to 4 wide. These are going to go to battle right to the end. Every point matters this year, Wesley, because of the way the new chase system is.
Yep, as you mentioned, every point on the line, stage points up for grabs. There is no longer win and you're in. Thank you to over 40 plus right now on Highline, the new streaming platform of Australian NASCAR and more. 3 wide, up the middle. Faulkner, final time in stage 1 in Daytona. Nigel in turn 1 and 2. It's Beaumont and Faulkner fighting for the first 10 points up for grabs of the year.
As we see the on the outside there, we've got Brad Newman, we've got Wayne Burke, we've also then got just Tom Frere up there as well pushing. We've got one car just hopping out of the way. It's going to go right at the line here. This is going to be on right at the line. I don't know who's going to have this. Every point, first stage is bragging rights.
Oh yeah, holding it together. Here they come, working now. On the outside comes Faulkner. Beaumont fighting on the bottom. Here they come. First stage points of the year. Crash! Tom Frere and others crash! Newman, last year's champion, crashed! The field comes undone, implodes from within as they come across the stripe. And Fitzroy Beaumont is going to, no, Faulkner. They're going to say Faulkner is the stage 1 winner. We'll have to look at this again. They're going to say Ben Faulkner got Fitzroy Beaumont at the line. We need to look at this one again. And then, Nigel, they crash coming across the finish line. Wow.
Let's just see what's happened here. Some big damage on some cars as well. We'll get through that in a minute as we see. It looks like the 38 just...
Tom Frere, Newman, and others pile in. Wow. Oh, why would you do that?
38 got into the 1.
Look out, base truck! That's Josh Micklemore, by the way, last year's champion, Nitro 31 and others.
If we can jump on board with the 38, I'm not sure that that's where it started. Yep, just...
Did Beaumont beat Faulkner? No, but I think Beaumont beat Faulkner, guys. That's just me. I think we might need to look at this again.
The timing screen is saying Faulkner just got him on the line. Oh, yeah, I think.
Talk about how close it is, Ozzy Mates and Mateys. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. How in the world do you call that? It says Ben Faulkner got him. Beaumont, though, was right there along on the outside. My goodness, Nigel. Welcome to a new season, my friend. This is what it's going to be like? Huh?
It's going to be unbelievable. I think going back to the incident going across the line, I think Shane Bowen just got into the one of Newman and then it all started from there as we see pit stops as they had as well. If we could have, we'll just have a look at the pit stops here first, who can get out first, and we'll get back to that one in a moment. But big damage on the one car. I'm not sure who else was damaged in that. I think Josh Micklemore in the 31 had a little bit as well.
Boxing drivers pitting coming off of pit road. Remember, by the way, there is no fast repair in the Australian NASCAR X Series. Watch this one more time. Bounce it off one another. There is the 069 of Cody Keith. There is contact. Wow. Nowhere to go for Wayne Burke or, man, Micklemore, Wayne Burke, the 88 also caught up in it. None of these guys, nowhere to go. I mean, they were just along for the ride when they were coming to the end of the stage. But that's Brenton Hobson, by the way. Wow, look at this. Micklemore, Brandon Burkhart, unbelievable.
Ben Faulkner is there for stage first. Been a first start tonight in the X Series for Ben Faulkner, full time this year in the Truck Series as well. We'll see him featured on Thursday night. So
unbelievable.
So this will be interesting now, Wesley. Like we've got 5 cars: Ethan Winter, Cody Deeth, Josh Hodgson, Fitzroy Bowman, and Ben Faulkner that haven't pitted. Now this will be very, very tight on fuel to get to the next stage. So will we see these guys try to hold the field up? This will be interesting because they'll be saving the fuel. They won't be. These others will be able to go full throttle. These guys probably won't be able to go full throttle. So they're going to try to block all 3 lanes. This is going to be a strategy going to come out to play right now.
By the way, we got a couple of American drivers that have joined the Australian NASCAR X Series. They've climbed out of bed like I have, 4 a.m. American time in North Carolina. And for these guys, including, let's see, Brandon Burkhardt is out there. Dave Olenicek, I think I'm saying it right. Olenicek is out there. Dave Olenicek is he's on the track in 30th. And, of course, all of our regular Aussie, Great Britain friends, mates, and mateys, thank you for joining us. Wesley Outland, Nigel Siddell. Ben Faulkner, by the way, has been credited as the winner of stage number 1. There's a look at the race recap real quickly if you just saw it. There it is, as we're closing in on the beginning of stage 2 when they come to green. 1 caution for 2 laps. That was the accident a couple of times, but no yellow thrown, and then the caution was thrown at the end of the stage, and then the accident as well. 14 lead changes. I got a feeling, Nigel, we might be seeing a record. There are some lap leaders, by the way. Faulkner led 15, Fitzroy Beaumont 7, Joshua Houghton 1 as we come back to green, stage 2.
Big damage as well on Wayne Burke. His night has ended. He's parked it up and put it back in the garage. Newman also still in the garage as well, getting that car fixed. And Brenton Hobson as well.
Some new leaders up in the front as they have come down to the pit lane. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, 50 miles in. Another 50 miles. Stage 2 underway here in Daytona. Oh, such virtual, sweet, perpetual thunder as they rock, roll, and rumble and thunder down into turn number 1. By the way, we are up live on the High Side on Facebook. I know it's Highline. They got to wait 60 days, I think, to rechange the name, but it is live on Facebook now. We are live on Facebook.
So, keep the chat rolling through. People are out there watching online on YouTube, Facebook. Get involved with the chat.
Yeah. Thanks for all y'all checking us out. Remember, Highline, though, it's going to be the new broadcast streaming partner for not just the Australian NASCAR Series, but also other events and leagues going on. As right now, Beaumont getting the opportunity, Nigel, to bring them to the lead. Here comes Faulkner, though, right back on the bottom. Stage points are absolutely important. Remember that, because as Nigel mentioned, we mentioned when we came on the air, there is no longer playoffs winning you're in. So every stage point that you can tally is paramount in working towards the season.
We see these cars are going back 2 wide again. We won't be seeing 3 wide for a little while now. I think these cars will be just trying to settle down now, get to this stage 50, stage break at 40, sorry. We'll see these guys at the front for saving a little bit of fuel as well. The biggest movers so far have been Jared Filsell. We've got Jamie Davis, Kelvin Clark as well. His first start here in the X Series with the 777 for 1-9. Zach Blundell, he's up 18. Daniel Boyd for Vortex in the 79, he's up 13. As we see some of the bigger losers so far, we've also got some cars already off the track. Trahair, Mickelmore, Wayne Burke, Shane Bourne, Brenton Thompson, Brad Newman, Tom Freer have all been caught up with that race over the line to end stage 1.
Oh, by the way, right now, look at Ethan Winter climbing back up into the top 5. Remember, he gave us the scare earlier. Dave Lawler, we're trying to go back and see Winter save. I don't think it's going to be available, buddy. It happened so quick. We were actually going to a replay of the accident. We're trying to look for it. If you remember, I'm trying to think of what lap. I want to say it was around lap 6, I believe it was. We're going to try to do it for you fans here, so just stand by. This is not live, by the way. This is a replay. This is a replay of earlier in stage 1. You wanted to see the same. I think we're going to keep it up for you. Remember, it happened right after that accident took place, and I think it's going to take place right around here, Nigel, up the banking, going into the corner here.
Oh,
there it is. Well, wanted it, you got it.
I think that's I think that might have been Lewis Greathead just hopping out of the way there. I think my time on the screen is correct. Someone just hopped out of the way. Oh, could have been the lap car, actually. There was a lap car that went down to the bottom as we see everyone too wide. This is not going to stay too wide for long, though, Wesley. Let's give this 3 or 4 more laps, and I can see this really starting to heat up as well, because at the moment these guys are running around about 0.8 of a lap slower than normal, so we are fuel saving at the moment.
Winner save on the back straightaway. Going into turn 3 was a lot more wicked than what we thought. I think we missed that part. We didn't get all the way down the back straightaway. There was 2 moments, and then there was another one right there where we had contact right before we showed the replay in 3 and 4. Nonetheless, you're on board now. Zach Kerr working now out of turn 4. And Nigel, I would say this, buddy, you got to pace yourself, right? Patience is key here. I mean, we saw it in stage 1. Everybody kind of got chaotic at the end of the stage when we had that moment. But for the moment now, you're just kind of getting a rhythm. You're kind of filling each other out, right? Trying to look at where your friends, your teammates are, your competition, sizing them up. I think it's going to be chaotic when we reach that 3rd and final stage.
I think so as well. Everyone's kind of, you could say, blowing the cobwebs out. Realise where everyone's kind of at with their driving and for the remainder of this race. And also got to remember, we go to another super speedway next week at Atlanta, so we've got 2 in 2 weeks. So it could. The good thing about the new system is you could have 2 bad weeks, and with the 2 drop rounds that we do have per season, these 2 weeks don't really matter as far as the context of the season. If you go to Coda and Phoenix and Las Vegas and have good runs, your season is back on track.
And remember, as we mentioned when we came on the air, there's a, obviously you saw the schedule, Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta. That is like a super speedway atmosphere, I promise you. We did a race, as a matter of fact, in the States last night, Nigel and Dean and myself, for NASCAR, and obviously it is a super speedway event for sure. So strap in, that's going to be a wild one, and there's not a lot. No, it wasn't Daytona. It's a miracle, right? Yeah, everybody, if you're listening, our producer Nigel is Daytona out, man. He really is, from the real stuff to all the other things he's doing, and so. But I love Daytona, Nigel. I just love it. I put him out there, put on the show. I love this type of racing. We're going to see it at Echo Park, Atlanta next week. As a matter of fact, you can take a look at the schedule at Australian NASCAR and Highside on Facebook for those that are watching it on Highline. Yes, that is a type error. Here they come down to the line, working out of 4 into the tri-oval. And look at Beaumont and Faulkner, and it seems like, Nigel, it has been these two cusps going at it. There's Newman, last year's champion. By the way, he just got bypassed by Jared Philsell. There you go. There's one of your teammates. Philsell, he's running full-time this year in that car that looks just like Brad Newman's car. 7th car in line on the bottom as they work the back straightaway.
And for those watching in at home as well, the Facebook feed, yes, it has cut. We are working on that behind the scenes as well. So for those in the meantime that are trying to watch it on Facebook, make sure you jump over onto YouTube, or we're live on Twitch as well. So as we see, the 16 car, and as we can see, there's Vermilion cars this year have all got different paint schemes, so they're going to, over the season, we'll start to remember each other's paints, so that will make our job, Wesley, a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, they're making some changes this year, right? You know, try to make it where it's not so chaotic as we mentioned as well, so no doubt about it. Working down into the corner into turn number 3. By the way, we are also going to be seeing some night racing. This is obviously night upon us. It's sunset time. So from dusk until nightfall coming soon. And that's really, Nigel, going to change things up. We looked at the weather conditions earlier. 74 degrees track temp. Sim temp is 70 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and the wind northeast at 11 miles an hour, 18 kilometers now as they hit the back straightaway. And by the way, we're already 5 laps to go, Nigel, coming up in stage 2 this time by.
And last year's winner in the X Series, Tyler Williams, has gone to the outside there as well with Jared Philsell as well. They're going to take this 3 wide. They know that they've got the fuel. They've been down pit road. They can push these guys right to the end. They'll be pushed. They will be really, really tight on fuel as the 16 tries to block. Now, for those watching in and listening at home and watching on YouTube, Highline is our new broadcasting platform that we're going to be broadcasting on. And we got Bill Silver gets a little bit loose there as well. Yeah, it's a new streaming platform there. We're going to showcase not just our Oval Series, but all Oval Series from around the world. It's a platform where everyone can come together and showcase the best of oval racing from anywhere around the world. So we'll, it's a service that we're going to start providing to other leagues, and it's a good way for sponsors and that to be showcased in there with our 3,000 subscribers so far. Hopefully we can grow that some more, Wesley.
You're exactly right. Should be fun indeed. Racing getting exciting, getting intense now. Faulkner on the bottom. Stage 1 winner. Stage points on the line. Somebody's going to rack up another 10 points right now. Faulkner winning the opening stage. Beaumont now wants that back team Vermilion on the inside. That's Vermilion Academy. Fitzroy Beaumont. And there goes Brad Newman. No. My apologies. That's the number 30 of Matt Danson, the Australian NASCAR Championship Series champion. Struggled already.
He's just holding his line there on the bottom, so he can do that. There's nothing to say that he has to get off the track or anything like that. He's just holding his line there.
No, you're exactly right.
Everyone makes it 3. We go back 3 wide with 3 to go.
I was going to say that because, I mean, all he's doing is not causing chaos. He's just staying in line. He can stay to the bottom. You know, they prefer you go to the top, but if you're on the inside, stay on the bottom to that double yellow line. If you can drop down below the apron, that's even better. But you got to remember, Danson's running his own race as we are running 3 wide, squeezing up against the safer barrier. Oh, baby, fighting the sun, fighting the corner. It got chaotic there, coming to the line with 2 to go in stage 2.
Wow. As we see Tyler Williams now, he's going to work that outside line. That outside line, if they can get another 2 more cars up there, that will go right to the front. That's really fast. Those teams will be starting to look at what
Oh, wow.
Full cell hits into the wall as well. He's a little bit loose there. I think he's just behind him at the moment. And the sun's just to my eyes. Darren Full cell. This is his first full-time start in the series for Lobs Esports, currently in 9th position, racing out of Adelaide in South Australia. There's a big push coming up there for Tyler Williams.
Big push there to the 99 of Williams. As Nigel mentioned, here they come, working now off the banking. Turn number 4, coming down to the line with Faulkner on the inside. Stage 1 winner with a photo finish with Beaumont. Seems 1 to go in stage 2. We are at a blistering pace in the 250 tonight so far. 35 minutes in, and we're heading to stage 2 complete. Off the banking in turn 1.
We see the Vermillion cars working together there. Cody, Zach Kerr and Cody Deeth there as well, giving him a push as well. This is after this stage is done though. This is when the real race will start. At the moment though, these little stage points all make all the difference at the moment. Lachlan Frank's having a good run there as well. Jared Philsell as well. Tyler Williams. Big push to the line as Ben Faulkner there leads the field to 1 to go.
Remember, here they come, coming out of turn 4. We had chaos coming to the end of the last stage. What will ensue this time? They're stacked up together, coming to the line. This time, Faulkner winning stage 1, easily in fashion stage 2 this time. Clearly out in front. Ben Faulkner, Fitzroy Beaumont. It's Ben Faulkner, stage 1, stage 2 winner. Team Connie has done it again here, and Vermillion Esports as well.
Well, this is also good to know, Wesley, is that now we can pretty much make this race on 1 more pit stop. So that will be something the teams would have realised and checked out then, that they a lot of the Conti guys then who haven't stopped there of Ben Faulkner from Vermillion, Ben Faulkner, Fitzroy Beaumont and Cody Deeth from Williams Esports. They didn't pit, so that's a good little strategy that True Chiefs on the box will be saying, well, we can make this on 1 more stop if we do things right.
You're exactly right. And I got a feeling we're going to see them pit now. There might have to be a pit with around 15, 20 laps to go. Even if it's just, like you said, Nigel, to just come down for fuel only. We could see that. How about it for Ben Faulkner, everybody? Ben Faulkner and the Team Vermillion entry. Team Connie, obviously winning stage number 1 and stage 2. Really don't have a lot of information to brag about for Ben Faulkner because he is a new driver on the series. And here he comes, bringing the cavalry down onto the pit lane. Nigel, 100 miles in, 150 miles to go here in Daytona as we go into stage 3.
As we see pit stop starting to happen. Sorry about that, guys. My headset just went flat. I just needed to plug it back in. I had to find the cord. I'm back now.
Plug it in. There you go. It's bad that me and Dean are thinking the same thing at once. I love my XLR. I love my XLR headphones for sure. Yes, sir. Race off pit road. Look at this, number 12, Zach Kerr from Adelaide. Fuel only for Zach Kerr is what we're being told. His Toyota now taking advantage, Nigel, and going to the lead. Interesting.
Well, Daytona is a place you don't really need tyres, so all depends how much fuel you had in the you had to put in as well. So those guys there on that needed the full tank of gas, well, they can put 4 tyres on and not lose any time. So this is the advantage, though. Wesley, of pitting in that first pit stop there. Your time on pit road would have been less, as we see by some of the times. Zach Kerr was only on pit road for 7.8 seconds. Where Ben Faulkner and Kobe Deeth and Lewis Greathead, those guys didn't pit beforehand. They was on pit road for between 14 to 16 seconds.
But in the words of the late Harry Hogg, actor Robert Duvall, who passed away yesterday at the age of 95. Tires are what win races, according to Days of Thunder. Nigel, why does that not factor for Daytona, do you think?
It's a super speedway, so you're not the stress on the tyres isn't there because you're really going flat out. So it's the same strategy that will end up happening at Talladega. You have a little bit more tyre wear at Eco Park, Atlanta next week, and that's where that super speedway does get quite hairy. If you don't change those tyres, you will get very, very loose. Especially when you go 3 to 4 wide, as we see cars come back down pit road and they're going to top up with fuel once again.
I want you to go back out of that track and hit the pace car. Oh. It should be, right? What was your favorite Daytona quote? I got a pit. I don't think you can. We're busy right now. We're busy right now. You're what? We're eating ice cream. Ice cream. And then, of course, all of you Aussies out there, Nicole Kidman. Let me out of the car. Let me out of the car, Cole. You and Rowdy, you're scared to death. You have the same sickness. It's called denial. It's going to kill you both. Oh, and you know what really sucks? They were talking about putting Days of Thunder 2 in production. I wonder what they're going to do now with Harry Hogg, Robert Duvall passing. Man, that's going to be different, right?
I think it's still in the
having kids, man. Honestly, as busy as he stayed. Go ahead, Nigel.
Pace car lights are out. No, the pace car lights are out. Are we going to go green?
Yes, sir. Hey, by the way, don't forget the Australian NASCAR Truck Series presented by CT Electrical. Want to send a big shout out to CT Electrical. They're one of the new broadcast partners for Thursday nights. And remember, Dylan and myself are with you, Nigel. On Thursday, we're going to Daytona again. Hey, Dean, we're going to Daytona again Thursday. We're just in the trucks. We're in the trucks, everybody. Should be a good one. It should be a good one. Hey, and big thank you to Nitro Racing.
Green.
Thank you for oval setups for Cup, Xfinity, and Truck. And ladies and gentlemen, stage number 3, it's all on the line. What a flawless race we've had now, Nigel. 57 to go. It's go time here in the Big D.
We're racing to the end now, and we are commercial free from the green flag to checker flag, so you won't miss a second of the action.
Oh, I love it.
As we see Zach Kerr getting a big push here by Fitzroy Beaumont here in the Vermilion Esports car. Ben Faulkner Designs, I think, is on that car there as well. He's designed all their cars, and then we'll see also the Vermilion cars back in action as well come Thursday nights with the trucks as well, as we see on board now. We see the field starting to spread out there, Wesley. Really strung out.
I'll be honest with you, Nigel. I think this is smart. Listen, we still got over 150 miles to go. We're under 150 miles to go. I say get in a rhythm, ride a little bit. We might see green flag pit stops. If it does, it might throw a wrench in everything. Maybe another caution with under 30 to go. But right now, it's just be patient. You're not going to win this race right now on lap number 45 of 100. You're not going to do it.
Definitely not. And the fuel window here is going to be around that lap 60 to 65. You'll see these cars come down. They will need some fuel for those green-white checkers if it does for that. So the strategy I'll put to you, Wesley, is these guys at the back here, are they starting to get themselves together in their teams? The Nitro guys, the 1-9 team. We've also got Vortex as well. We've got
Shoots Vermilion. Yes, to answer your question, Nigel, I think it's time to get your chess piece pawns in position. You need to hook up with your teammate. If you ain't got a teammate, it's time to find some frenemies until we get to that final stage. And then with about 20 to go, it's everybody for themselves. Friends, you got to have them. Friends, you got to need them right now, Nigel. I agree.
It's a cat and mouse game. So these teams at the back of the field, they could sneak off into pit road to go get their service and run us to the end. And these at the front, they've got to then work out what they're going to do, and then they've got to react to it. So there's a little bit of strategy coming up to play as well.
Working now into turn number 2. Back straightaway on the super stretch. Look at these awesome camera angles, by the way. The graphics and more from Bigglestein Hopton from Highline. There goes now Zach Kerr. What a strategy, by the way. We saw Zach Kerr come down to the pit lane before the end of stage. At the end of the stage, we saw him come down to the pit lane, and now he's having the opportunity to, with no tires, fuel only, lead this thing. And obviously, Faulkner and Beaumont, though, Nigel, right there with each other. It's not changed at all since the drop of the green of this race. They've been up in the front.
That's exactly right, and these cars will start to change as well. Open setup too. I will add, Wesley, we're an open setup series, so these cars, under these conditions, track temperatures, air temperatures will start to change. So these cars will start to feel a little bit different than what they did at the start of the race.
There's the weather conditions. Oh boy, look at now. This is Jared Filsell, by the way. Filsell was a part-time driver, got a couple of wins last year, and now he's hooked up from Adelaide with Brad Newman. Newman wrecked out early. He's in the back. But right now, Filsell says, I'll go on my own, on the outside, on his own, 3 wide. Filsell. Oh boy, hold on to it, baby. Serrano, Douglas, all on the mix as they go to the top side of the racetrack here tonight. But wow, look at him, squeeze him with great head, get him room, let him in, let him in. Oh, Serrano, let him in.
He's just looking for someone to go up there. Will that Dave Douglas go up there? Is that Dave Douglas there? And will he go up there as well? No, he's saying no. Ethan Winters is going back down to that bottom line there, right against that yellow line. So they're great head there. Oh no, Bill Sell's now putting himself back in the line. Said nah, that's. But those little strategies, it doesn't hurt to do it. It doesn't hurt to do it. To tell everybody I've got my game plan on. You must be on the ball at all times, because if they leave a gap, they're going to take it.
Need to work on some pronunciations for some of these names, some of these new names we got here. Trying to find out the right way of pronouncing Sorono is, by the way, how you say the man on the 111, Sorono. And the 111 car pushing Zach Kerr up the outside, and we're getting closer and closer to nightfall. Them light sticks are going to light up around the racetrack and illuminate them. Getting ready for night racing at Daytona as here they come with Zach Kerr on the inside. Pushed there by Beaumont. From the booth, here we are. Nigel, that's us.
That's the way we see the action, calling the action for everyone at home at the moment. Now, we're halfway through this race, but if you're watching out there online, who's your prediction for the win? Who is your surprise packet for tonight? Who's surprised that they've brought speed? Let us know what you think in the comments.
Who's your pick? Who's going to win this thing, as you mentioned? Who you're riding with? As my daddy always said, the one that crosses the finish line first, son. Quit bugging me. Daddy, who's going to win the race? One, two. Oh, Serrano, really high, the dark horse. He is a dark horse. Serrano is a new entry this year for the 111. There, Filsell, with about the Joshua Hutton, and a little wiggle and a giggle and a giggle and a bobble. And he was green.
Yeah, the dark horse is at the back of the field at the moment. Yeah, the dark horse is at the back of the field at the moment. There is 3 cars there that have all started to get themselves together. They're the Project 36 team of Angus Lawford, Jamie Davis, and the Brendan the Cooch Griffiths. Now, Jamie Davis and Angus Lawford, this is their first time starting the series this year. Bill still goes back up. Oh.
You got the Chooch, baby. Somehow they saved it again. Look at now. By the way, speaking of Brad Newman, that is Jared Filsell's teammate. Brad Newman is 13 laps down. Now here's the deal. Josh Bicklemore, 1 lap down. Now here's the deal. He might not be on the lead lap to race for the win there, Nigel, but if he's got a good enough car, he can hook up with his teammate Phil Sale, and he can cause some chaos here. Even though he's multiple laps down, do not think that he won't help his teammate.
100%, and you never have that never say die attitude. If your car can be fixed, you go get it fixed. You get back out here. Points are king. Every point matters. This whole win and you're in thing, that is now finished. As we look at some of the new graphics that Dean's got for us as well, with the biggest movers, with Lachlan Frank, he's up 27. Jared Philsell's up 23. Teo Serrano, he's up 20 positions. Kelvin Clark's up 17 at the moment. And Aaron Borg, we haven't mentioned him so far, he's up 15 positions well into the 16th position.
This stuff's so cool. Watch this again. Jared Philsell, man, he's a one-man excitement show right now. Look at how he's making it happen. Oh, my goodness. But I told you. Remember what I told you. Look at this. Here we go, Nigel. There's Newman. I bet you Newman's trying to get in line with Brad Newman's trying to get in line with Philsell. He's just got to find a way to get in there. They got to let him in. Get him in. He can't. They're shutting the door on him because they know it, Nigel. No tires. Now, Nigel, my question is this. How far can Kerr go before he has to pit to take tires?
I don't think he needs tires until the next stop. He could go he could actually take that thing right to the end of that set of tires. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. I think next stop he will take tires, so I think. But the good thing about Daytona is, Wesley, is you can go right to the back and you can get your teammates involved and you can go straight to the front within 1 lap.
We were talking about when we came on the air, we were thinking what would be the estimate of going at least on a tank of fuel, and we do know that is between 35 and 40 laps. Tires are what wooden races. We got to find a way that you don't burn the damn tires, right? That's what he said in the movie Days of Thunder. And right now, Zach Kerr's got to find a way that he don't burn the tires. As now, tires might be a factor here. Faulkner up high side with Lewis, Greathead, Phil Sell. They're going to pass the 12, I believe, Nigel. Tires, I know he might be able to keep a set, but they are going to get worn out, and the guys with freshies are going to bypass him.
A little bit loose there. The second car on Lewis, Greathead now. Big stop is going to happen within 10 laps. I believe 10 laps. The 10 to 15 laps, we'll start seeing pit stop. Phil goes back out there as well. Well, the 112 and going back down behind that curve there as well. So Jared Philsell leads that top lane. Will the Nitro Racing car of Brendan Burkhardt get behind Philsell and give him that big push that he needs? Oh, here we go there. Whoa!
Let him in, give him room, give him a push, show him how you do it. Oh, it's chaotic. It's no doubt chaotic. Wow, look at this in the grass. Hold on there, dropping below the double yellow line. That was Fitzroy Beaumont. And you know what, Nigel? Patience is going to get even more like this. It's going to get more strained. It's going to get more tense. And we're going to see more crazy, daring moves, I think, happen here as we move into the home stretch of this race as well.
We just need to, these drivers just need to think, we just need to get to that last 10 laps. And how we get there, we just need to get to that last 10 laps with as many of our teammates around it as possible as well. As we see on the back of the farmhouse Lobs Esports car there as well. And we also see the 112 there getting a run there, pushing the car of Ben Faulkner, who's probably left the most laps here tonight as well. In that 28 car, he's won both stages. You see a big line of car behind as well. So there's a lap leaders there. Another new graphic there by Dean. Dean's worked really hard over the off-season to bring all these pictures to you and all of these little graphics as well. We can't thank Dean enough for coming on board again for this will be his 4th season.
I've been in. Down the back straightaway. Well, I mean, you know, Dean's the one that brought me to the dance with you all as a Mozzie Mates and Mateys, man. I'm looking forward to another year working with you guys, not only on Monday, but also on Thursday. The truck series is going to be fun. Dylan McDonald, we're going to have a lot of fun one going on. Yes, sir, David Lawler. When you're loose, you're on the edge, and on the edge, you're out of control. The tires are loose. They're bubbled up. They're getting greasy, and there's contact. Winner, Phil Sal, crash. Oh, no. Ethan Withers somehow got through it. We got a caution in turn 1 as the field implodes from within. Yellow flag, on-track accident before the end of stage 1 and 2. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Now, if you're David Lawler, if you are guys like her or others, you better take on new tires. There's a look at a replay, Nigel, of what happened. Look at the 9.
I think the 9 just doesn't quite hit him straight by the looks of that.
It's Brandon Burkhardt, by the way, for Nitro, his Ford. Look at this. Well, Phil Sell's already loose. He's loose. He got him loose. Great head turns the left rear of the 94. This was all truck cars being loose, Nigel. And then it is a disturbance of dirty side drafting air right here that caused this.
Into the back of the 112, into the 94.
Wow.
Of course, gets bang fault, and it does get through. Matt Danson in the 30 goes around. Oh, big hit there into the 111. 900's involved as well.
Boy, and also involved in it again. The Red Bull car, one of our new drivers on the series. Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, I think I said Siobhan. My apologies. It's Siobhan. Siobhan and the 300 other cars involved. Look at this. Jared Philsell spinning from the bottom up to the top. The 999 down below just got collected again as well. What a hard hit for Josh Perwine, I believe it is. Perwine, I believe is how you say it. P-U-R-W-I-N, Perwine. And Noah, oh yeah, there's on board with Siobhan. Oh, man. What a hit to Siobhan there. Again, another look at it. Siobhan McKiernan, one of our new drivers on the series. As he punts Ty Serrano. Another look at it again. Boy, Serrano, man. Look at this, like Pedro Serrano from Little League is the way you say his name. There it is. Oh, boy. Tal Serrano, look at that hit there, Nigel, and just so many good cars caught up in the accident. Oh, by the way, Nigel, they're boxing. They're all on pit road, buddy. Here we go. This could be the money stop.
I think it will be. 100% it will be. These guys will be able to go right to the end now on this stop. Bit of fuel saving, of course, during the race as well. And maybe another yellow might help them just get it over the line. But they will not have enough fuel to go for green-white checkers.
Now, what is the new rule? Is it unlimited attempts for green-white checker now, Nigel, for the series this year?
No, we've got three. 3 attempts.
3. I mean, think about it. The real Daytona 500, they need 0. By the way, I love where it said EST. That's not Eastern Standard Time, by the way. That's estimated fuel laps. And I know that. It's also Eastern Standard Time in America, you nitwit. Fuel laps 35:40. I know it's in Australia, but I'm in America. It's 5 o'clock in the morning in America. What time is it over there right now? Ain't it like 9:09 p.m. right now for you guys on a Tuesday? So Tuesday night at 9 o'clock for you guys right now. Yeah. Nigel, it's 10 o'clock for you, ain't it?
8:39 p.m.
8:39. Okay.
We're half an hour behind.
So what are you, like 30 minutes ahead of schedule?
30 minutes ahead of schedule.
Wow.
No,
How does that happen?
So we've got, half an hour between South Australia and the eastern states. So,
Right. Well, what time is your time zone? My time zone is 5:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in America. There you go.
my time's real time. South Australian time.
Yes. No, you're right. No, Nigel. We have Eastern. We have Eastern. We have Central. We have Mountain, and we have Pacific, and we have Hawaii time as well. If you want to be honest, that's 6 hours back. I think you're closer to Hawaii than we are. Where I live in North Carolina. So there you go. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I'm in North Carolina. Ben Faulkner, Lachlan Frank, ladies and gentlemen. Nigel, here's some new names up in the front. Lights off for the pace truck. Cody, Keith, KD, Fitzroy Beaumont, Jacob O'Reilly. Top 5. And look at that, Nigel. Everybody, if that's correct, took on fuel only.
That's right. As we also see, Jason Holdsworth is back into the top 10 as well. For the first time.
Of the storm. 100 miles remaining, ladies and gentlemen, because we are with 40. We're under 40 to go. It'll be 37 to go when they come back to the green flag, which is under 100 miles remaining. Who's your pick to win? In the chat box, Aussie mates and mateys, wherever you are out there. Having a Vegemite sandwich with mayo on me. And tell me who you're picking to win. Vegemite sandwich with chicken salt. Dave Douglas told me he's spelling me some chicken salt, by the way, Dean and Nigel. Chicken salt's coming up. I'm going to try it. Yeah. Chicken salt's coming up, baby. I'm going to try it. Let everybody know my reviews on it. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, pace truck is in. Nigel says you can't get American chicken salt. He said that's an imposter. You got to get the real stuff. So, Dave Douglas, by the way, Nitro, mailing me a block. He's back in second position, by the way. As we go back to green, and look at this, Nigel. Faulkner on the gas, right back up in front for Team Vermilion again to the lead.
That outside line too starting to get working as well. It was Lachlan Frank on the outside there. Another Vermilion car with Ethan Winter involved. And look at that as well. That the Nitro cars are starting to get it and run as well. And don't forget the Project 36 cars as well. They're now back up into the top 15.
I feel targeted with that as I'm sitting here eating the Vegemite cheese toasting. There you go, man. There you go. No, don't feel incited. Don't feel insulted. I never had a damn Vegemite sandwich a day in my life. I don't know what they are. Can you get that Fast Customs? Can you? Oh. 36 to go, Nigel. Closing in on that 75 miles in this race. All the while, here we go. Faulkner in the lead. Look at the pushing, shoving going on. That's, by the way, KD. What a run for Deach. Deach has hanging back all night, but right now we're starting to see him climb to the front.
And looks like Tyler Williams is trying to get that third line going as well. And as we've seen earlier tonight, it's a 27 car of Plain Densley's trying to get the third line going. As we see, we've been here with 3 wide majority of the night. So that shouldn't be a drama at all. So we'll see what's going to happen here in the next 4 or 5 laps.
Nigel, never count out Blaine Dinsley. We know what kind of a driver he is. Keep an eye on these guys. There's Brad Newman again, by the way, multiple laps down. But remember, he can race with his teammates like Jared Filsell, and I got a feeling that's going to happen. No, Filsell is damaged. He got caught up in the last accident. He's on pit road. Look out! Deep below the double yellow line. Winner below the line. And then they'll climb back up the banking again into the corner.
Oh, we got a wreck behind.
Caution in the back.
Dorman's involved.
Oh, boy.
36 cars. I think he might have got a little bit loose there.
for the
Got another
253.
caution, guys. Oh my goodness. Let's see what happened here. My information's not showing nothing there, Nigel. If you want to help us out, buddy, I'm not getting anything.
Yeah, I think it's the 253 of Aaron Dorman, a little bit loose.
We'll
boy, see what's happened here as they come around.
Oh wow, there it is. There's the contact, and
the 12 car of who was the 12 car?
That's Zach Kerr. Zach Kerr, remember Zach Kerr.
So if just rewind it back a little bit there, if we can, there, Dean. Just rewind it. We'll go back a little bit there, and we're right on board there with Zach Kerr. We're right on board on the back of Zach Kerr.
Zach Kerr in the number 12. He's in 15th right now. Here's a look at a replay again.
We'll go to the outer. Go to the outer camera, and we'll see what happens here. There is a gap there. So as we see the gap, he decides to take it, and looks like then he gets back up into Aaron there as well. Aaron looks like he had the line, but tough to call that one there for the stewards after the race.
Wow, there you go. Wow, look at that. From another angle, we got multiple angles of this one as we're starting it out, finally piece it together. Zach Kerr, Aaron Dorman. There's contact. Zach Kerr into the left rear of Dorman, and around goes Aaron Dorman in that 253 car. Wow. Aaron Dorman, the Australia-wide racing entry. And he collects some more cars. The 080 just got collected in it. I believe that's Houghton's car, right? Joshua Houghton. Nowhere to go. He gets a piece of it.
And also, don't forget, Aaron Dorman had an incredible run in the Daytona 500. Raised over $800 for the bushfire appeals. So, well done to Aaron and all the guys over at the Super Speedway Series. That race was live on Highline just over 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, we must say they've done a really good job raising money for all those bushfire victims throughout Victoria.
It was a privilege, pleasure, and honor to be lead anchor of that, as well as with, of course, Nigel Siddell popping in, as well as Scott Rankin and Diego Dane Snadden joined me on color. So did Dean on the production. And Aaron Dorman was a driver. He was calling the race when he wasn't driving, or when he was racing actually at the same time. So, and don't forget, Highline broadcasting the entire season. There's a look at the schedule now beginning to move on your screen, condensing, if you will. There's the Australian NASCAR X Series. Here, come up next week. We're going to Echo Park, Atlanta. Should be a good one. Dakota, Circuit of the Americas, Phoenix, Vegas, Darlington. Bottom line, if you think about it, everywhere the real season starts in NASCAR, Nigel, for the Xfinity Series, you guys are kind of mimicking that, if you will. But then a couple of change-ups along the way. We'll race until May when the chase begins, May at Texas, and then we kind of do our own thing from there. Echo Park for the championship in June, might I add. That is the old Atlanta, not the Super Speedway Atlanta. Want to remind that to everybody, but that is when the finale will be. And then, Nigel, what do? Take off for a couple of weeks and then come back for Season 2 for Schedule 2026.
We do. We go into Season 2. And then also after that there, we have the All-Star Chase replacing the ANC Championships, which is, I'm looking forward to that there, where the ones who qualified already through ANC will be featuring in the All-Star Chase, where we'll have a prize money on the line as well. But as we look back into Season 1, there's one race I am actually looking forward to. It's COTA. We got some incredible road races in this series. And I actually think that one
you got Dean excited, Nigel. You got Dean excited.
I think
out of his chair.
We got some incredible road races in this series, and I think that race there will be one there that they'll be all targeting for the win.
And no kangaroos will be hit either, I don't think. No more kangaroos jumping across the the racetrack in COTA, Circuit of the Americas, you know. I mean, yeah, Deer's out there in COTA, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially if that 700-foot climb into the corner. Been watching too much Officer and a Gentleman, in my opinion, buddy. That's all I'm going to say. Louis Gossett Jr. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready for the restart. 70. Lap 70 when they come to the line. We are closing in on a restart. Top 10. Ben Faulkner, Mayo, Names, Lachlan Frank, Fitzroy Beaumont, Cody Deeds, Dave Douglas, top 5. Jacob O'Reilly. What a run for Jason Holdsworth, by the way. Nigel, we saw how good Jason was in the showdown preseason race last week. We're starting to see him start to climb to the front. Keep an eye on him for Nitro. Back to green. 31 to go here in Daytona.
That caution as well was really made the fuel strategy go out the window now. These guys will have enough fuel to get to the end. As we see these guys, they're all starting to play their cards. Ryan Barber, man, can you remember he was involved with that accident there on the first caution in the stage number 1? He's back out there. He's now back inside that top 15.
You said, Nigel, if you can get back on the pit lane, if you can make adjustments, make fixes, you can get back out there again, and you are in it to win it. Just like that, he's doing it. Some people in the chat box are predicting Jamie Davis to win. He's back in 15th in the 92 Chevrolet. There he is right now for Project 36. Where is your pick at? And Nigel, you've done this numerous times, my friend. If you're in line right now, what's the perfect place to be if you're about to make a push from the back to the front to try to win this thing?
Well, I think the only way that you're going to make a push to get back up the front is making it 3 wide. I think that's the only way you're going to be able to do it. And if those ones up the front, you just got to make sure there is no gaps that they can take. That's the key. Like as you saw, just did the 16 there of 16. Who's the 16? My screen just went back. Fitzroy Beaumont. As you see him, he's just caused just made a little bit of a gap there. You do not want to do that. You do not want to let a car even take the slightest little gap and get right up in there. Because if they do that there, you just have to move out of the way a little bit. Because if you leave a gap, they're willing to take it, as I keep saying all the time. We're going 3 wide there now at the top there between Ethan Winter, Blaine Densley and the 27. But my prediction tonight, I've got 2 cars I think to watch out for tonight. That's a 0.5 of Ryan Barber. I think he's due for a win in the series. I think tonight can be his night. And I reckon Tyler Williams has won well. I think he can go back-to-back for winning the last Daytona race.
By the way, the beast mode for Jamie Davis. We're going to become that as well. Tyler Williams right now in 7th position. Team Vortex and Racecraft Academy. He's got Nitro, he's got Connie and Vermillion all around him, and they're getting stacked up like, look at this. Take your pick, my goodness, everybody. Going at it now. Faulkner and Beaumont. Faulkner and Frank, by the way. Beaumont now in the middle lane behind the back of the 53. Nigel, I got to give props, though, to the black 28 of Faulkner. Faulkner and Beaumont. Those guys have been up in the front all night long. No doubt about it.
They've been very, very fast tonight, these Team Conti Vermillion cars there. They're trying to block all 3 lanes at the moment, the Conti cars. We've got Cody Deeth in the middle lane there as well. Sorry, I was about to sneeze, but anyway, I'll work on that. It's Ethan. Oh man, hang on, I need a drink.
Poor buddy. Let him out. 3 wide. 3 by 3 by 3. Look at Ethan Winter now up on the high side. He's got to push. He's got help with Blaine Densley, everybody. And there goes Faulkner back on the inside. Frank now with a push by Beaumont and the push by Douglas. Middle lane, outside lane. Zach Kerr moving up, and Douglas tacks up the field behind them. He got loose in the corner going to 3, and they almost ran and hit the back end of the car. Look at this move, baby, as they work off turn 4 coming to the line. There goes Ethan Winter. He'll now pull to the lead. Ethan Winter now the new leader. What a talent, Ethan Winter. Last year competed in the series, got 1 win. Of course, 3 poles, 9 top 10s, and 5 top 5s for the man there of Ethan Winter.
Now, will he try to block all 3 lanes here at the moment and try to dictate the pace of the field at the moment and try not to let that outside line do get through? If that outside line can't get through and get down, the Vermilion Edge, well, they're all Vermilion cars in the front, so that rules that one out. I thought there were 2 other cars. But that's okay. Yeah, at the moment they're trying to dictate what the field's doing. Don't forget, we've got a couple Nitro cars in there as well of Dave Douglas and Jason Holdsworth as well, just sitting there 5 cars back in the middle lane.
Oh, and by the way, Ethan Winter, 67th career start here tonight for the Australian NASCAR X Series. And right now he has 11 career wins, 31 top 5s, 41 top 10s, looking for his 12th NASCAR Australia victory. If he can pull it off. Here we go! No trouble! Cars dodging to miss him. We got him going around. I believe Frank's one of them in 53. Jason Holdsworth collected. Jamie Davis beast mode. Lachlan Frank. Dane Diago Snadden. And others. Caution out now. You know, Nigel, I didn't want to say it, my friend, but remember what I told you? I got a feeling we'd see a late race caution around lap number 80. Guess what lap it is? Lap 77. Here we go. Look at this again. Watch these cars, and there's just a little tap from Fitzroy Beaumont to Frank, and around goes the 53.
Can we go on board with that 69 car and go into the cockpit? I think there might have been a hardware failure there. Was there a hardware failure?
Glenn Frank hit from behind. We saw that happen a couple of times. Remember, before this accident, we saw where Dave Douglas about got punted in the back and he got loose. Watch this again. Cody Keith just went low to miss it. Cody Keith just went low to miss it, guys. He got punted. The 53 got hit from behind, and that's what caused it.
Yeah, no, I reckon there's been either a blown engine or something's happened there with Lachlan Frank. I think in that the middle car in the lane. I think it's Lachlan Frank just behind there in the middle lane, second car back.
Frank.
If we go inside the cockpit, because rewind it back a little bit, and we'll see inside the cockpit. I think.
Okay, so you're saying you think the engine let go on Lachlan Frank, and that's why Fitzroy Beaumont packed him in the back. Watch this. You're on board now with Frank. Watch the RPM. Watch the tack. He's at speed. Oh, yep, there he goes. Oh, baby. Douglas, Holdsworth. Everyone else piles in from there, nowhere to go. Let's go on board with Jason Holdsworth. His replay interest should be interesting in the number 8 car.
It's either an engine let go or a hardware issue, I believe.
17th right now. Holdsworth, watch this angle, Nigel. Hold your breath. What a run for Nitro. They were getting their chase pieces in line for checkmate on the field. And there it goes. Look at this angle. Nowhere to go for Holdsworth. Oh, man. Wow. Dave Douglas, by the way, the number 10. He's in 12th right now. Let's see what his camera angle was like for his accident. Remember, he's the one behind Beaumont. They started stacking like dominoes, Nigel, in the middle lane when the accident occurred. Watch this again. 4th car, 3rd car in the middle lane right now. Wow, where did you go? I mean, I'm serious. I know we use the techno theme, but it's the truth. Look at my watch, Night at the Roxbury before I fall back to sleep. You can take away our car. You can take away our keys. You can take away our dreams, but you're not going to take away what we want. You're an idiot. I guess he wasn't watching his temps yet, but I guess something happened there, and there's a look at it one more time. Unbelievable. On board with Jamie Davis in beast mode, and yes, he was in beast mode until this.
Big wreck. Oh.
So close of missing the accident, Nigel. So close. What is it that we're quoting Robert Duvall, Harry Hogg quotes from Days of Thunder? What is it that Cole Trickle said in the hospital room? Rowdy was going forward. The rule is you go straight forward, so I never took my foot off the gas. He should have been gone by the time I got there. Another car came out of nowhere and hit you into Rowdy. Well, that's exactly what happened to Jamie Davis. He came out of nowhere. It hit you. So
this is the thing, though, with super speedway racing, Wesley, is that you can run in these packs, but you have to watch those temps of those cars. If you don't watch those temps, that's the other aspect of super speedway racing that a lot of these guys probably haven't had to deal with before in the past. So when you're running in these packs where it's straight wide, it's really, really tight, sometimes you just got to get a little bit of air through that grill to cool that engine down. So all these little things all add up. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but we've got a lot of damaged cars, and we'll get back out there. We'll go racing once again.
Don't forget the trucks. The trucks will be in action here in Daytona. Make sure you join us for the Australian NASCAR Truck Series on Highline coverage, same time, Thursday night. Make sure you join us. Should be a good one. All right. Winner now the new leader. Can you believe this, Nigel? Winner is now the new leader. This guy was smart. He was turned every which way but loose, and now he's up in front.
Just so everyone does know at home, it has been confirmed that an engine blew. So that's
the engine blew there on Lachlan Frank. That's what caused the accident, is what you're saying. Yes. Okay.
Yep. All right. That's confirmed.
All right. Drivers can call up in the accident, including also Jason Holdsworth, Dave Douglas, Jamie Davis, Lachlan Frank, obviously, Dane Diego Snadden, all called up in the incident. So there you go.
Green.
Nigel, the big one, back to green. Do you think it's coming? Boy, that back of the pack better get in line. They are way unorganized as the winner in the front seven are. We're back to green. 50 miles to go. Next time by, 20 remaining here at the Big D.
Aaron Borg's back up there in the 43, back in the third position. Ben Falk is still in the mix there, trying to get the high line there. He's the first car in the outside lane with Tyler Williams behind him as well. Ryan Barber's back up there as well. This has really, really opened up now. I think a lot of people were sleeping at the wheel there at that restart as well. So these guys have got a little bit of a gap on the rest of the field.
Coming to the line out of turn 4. This time by. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 laps to go. If you're doing the math in mileage, that's 50 miles to the finish of this one with the winner in front. Faulkner, KD, that's, of course, Cody Deef right there. How about Blaine Dinsley? Quiet night for BD, but it is time to come to the front, and I think he knows the Nigel. Back in the 1 and 2.
That's right. So these 8 cars here. Now we're racing to the checkered flag here as well, and there will be no commercial breaks now until the checkered flag. So we're going to go live right to the end. There is Ben Falk that does get right down there a little bit low there on the Ethan Winter as the run there from Cody Deep behind him as well. We got 8 to 10 cars here that can all still win this race.
Aaron Borg, what a quiet night for the AC Delco number 43 down to the inside. He's up to 5th and 6th now. Third car inside lane, double yellow line. Here they come to the line. 19 to go. Winner on the bottom. Faulkner up on the top side. What a run for the driver of Faulkner. The black number 28 has been in it to win it. Now Winner and Faulkner battling here, going at it down the back straightaway. 3 wide. This is Williams.
Tyler Williams, he's going to slide back in. But that's
He
not so
could
bad
not
though.
go on his own. He had to get back in line, Nigel, as you mentioned. He had to tuck in line behind Dinsley.
You're gonna need at least 3 cars to go to that high line at the moment. So someone in the inside there has to go back up into the top, and then hopefully then if Tyler wants to go 3 wide, the car behind him there, which is the 79 of Daniel Boyd, has to try to give him a push as well. And just remember too, we've got the 39, the 99 and the 79, all Vortex SimSport cars. So there will become a time when Ethan will try to get in front of that 28 to go back into that third line to get all the Vortex cars to see if they can get a 1, 2, 3.
When, Nigel, when do you push out of line? When do your teammates become your foes, if you will, as you move to the end of this one?
I think you're going to start lining everything up with at least probably 6 to 7 to go. I think that's when everyone's got to start to work out who's your friends and who's your foes. My prediction for this is going to be, I think Ethan's going to try to get clear of the 28 of Falcon to get back into that middle lane and then go to the top, because as you can see there, Tyler Williams and Daniel Boyd, his 2 teammates, are sitting 3rd and 4th in that outside line.
Blaine Dinsley, BD27 Racing. There is the man right there. He had 2 wins last year in season 2 of the fall program. Blaine Dinsley with 2 career wins. It's his career start 24 for the Australian NASCAR X Series tonight, or overall for Australian NASCAR. Dinsley with 11 top 5s, 100. Keep an eye on that. As they come to the line, to the stripe, all this going on again. With now Ethan Winter back to the inside. Don't count out Cody Keith now on the outside lane. He's trying to now hook up with Winter. Faulkner up top, back into the bacon as we're heading into the night as well.
The thing is, these 9 drivers that are in this league, Pat, now do have to understand is that they've got a gap of over 10 seconds to the next car back. They're doing around about 2 seconds a lap faster than them. So these guys here will have to start to understand that, okay, these 9 guys are the ones who are going to race for the win. So they need to race probably a little bit smarter here at the moment and just knock down those laps. As we see the 111 just hop off the track there at the moment. That is Blaine Dinsley, I think it was, just got off the track there as well to let them through. So these guys need to be a little bit smart as well and just say to themselves, all right, well, let's just count these laps down. Let's get down to the last 4 or 5 and then we can race. But by that stage there, I think they're going to be catching these cars that are in the next pack back because they're running around 2 seconds a lap quicker.
And one of those popular songs from back in the 80s, Waiting, Anticipating, Rocking Into the Night, is exactly what they're doing. Winner down below, Faulkner up high. Side by side, look at this now, by the way. How about Dinsley, Williams, Borg? What a run, by the way, for Aaron Borg. How about Barber, Nigel? What a run for the Mobile 1 Barber car. Ryan Barber.
And the other guy,
way to go!
McKernan and Barber too are the 2 ones to watch, and Daniel Boyd as well, the 79. He's still to come through with a breakout win into the X Series. He's had a good couple top 5s here on super speedways before. As the saying goes there, Wesley, he might be like one of those famous songs by John Bon Jovi. They all might go down with a blaze of glory.
They're going down with a blaze of glory. Shots fired, my friend. You're exactly right. Wanted dead or alive. Closing in with 13 to go this time by. Music trivia with Nigel coming soon on Highline. Here comes Winner. Down below, lap car on the bottom. Get out of the way. He will. Let him race at it. And for these 9 cars, 10 cars in line, they are in it to win it. Look at this.
Well, they are racing like it's slippery when wet. That's the other thing I was going to say as well.
Yeah, it's a very sideways. Yes, sir. I love it. Spinning the hits. Nigel, DJ in. Hey, by the way, keep an eye on. Boy, look at this. I think McKiernan's starting to climb back up to the field now. He's in the back of that Red Bull car. He's also carrying Beast Mode, Jamie Davis with him for Project 36, Kevin Clark. All this going on, 14 seconds back. Got to get him climbing, got to get up there, got to make something happen. 9 cars, though, right there, separated by half a second, Nigel, with 12 to go as they go back into the corner.
Well, out of these 9 cars that's in this league wrap at the moment, 5 of these have not had a win in the X Series before. What do you think this would mean to those guys, knowing that they could get their first victory here tonight?
What a moment. It would be indeed for the big one, the big race at Daytona. But remember, as we mentioned, in the years past, you win, you go to the playoffs. Not now. All you do is you win the race, you accumulate the most points for winning. Think of a guy like Faulkner. If he's able to win this race, he gets the most stage points of anybody. He gets first place winner points. He would have a big, big lead over everybody going in to Echo Park next week. But remember, you're not in the chase. All of that will be tallied up by the end of the season in May when we decide the new chase format, and then those drivers will battle for the championship. Oh, and by the way, Nigel, as we close in on 10 to go, 25 miles at the line, also, remember, if you're like in the top 10 at the end of the season in points, you transfer to the All-Star chase for the Australian NASCAR Championship.
That's correct, and these cars at the moment don't want to get any bad medicine. They don't want any of that there at the moment either. And they'll probably want to raise their hand to the end when they have to win this race, as we've got a lap car coming up here as well.
Sorry about that, guys. I had a musical interlude. It's Nigel's fault. Oh. Got it going on. Some bad medicine, baby. Down the back straightaway. That's what you get for falling in love. Here's what's going to happen. Love or hate Daytona. Here we go. Down the back straightaway. Look at Ethan Winter trying to move by more lap cars. They're going to go to the inside. Have at it, boys. What a phenomenal job. The 26 ducks down below. He says, go ahead, guys. Thank you, Zach Blundell. Have at it. Timo Blundell won the showdown last week. 9 to go in Daytona. It's time to take it to the whip there indeed, Nigel.
And as you can see as well, everyone's starting to make their move. Everyone's starting to get a little bit aggressive, but they've also got to remember they've got to keep these cars in a bed of roses as well to get them through to the end as well. It's got cars on the outside there. We've got a third line coming as well. So let's keep this momentum going, and we're in for a great finish.
Down a dream. Who will it be as they work their way down the back straightaway? Down into the corner, up high. Ben Faulkner. Hensley right there. Williams will follow. Oh, it feels so good. Right now, who will it be? Who's tomorrow is going to be in line to win here in Daytona? Here come the stars of Australian NASCAR X Series to the line and 8 to go.
We'll sing us a song there, Piano Man Wesley, as we're going to go 3-1 here a little bit at the moment with Piano Man on the outside there. I still think at the moment there, Ethan Winter, he's going to be looking to get to that outside there to help his teammates out and see if they can get that 1-2-3 for Vortex.
Some Elton John, baby. Look at that. Rocket Man indeed is Faulkner. Team Connie Vermillion on the gas on the high side with a push by Hensley. And Nigel, here comes that 2-car tandem. They're trying to get something like that organized again as they work again out of 4. 7 to go at the line. Winner on the bottom. Faulkner up high. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell. Trucks on Thursday right here in Daytona.
Well, we're 7 to go here at the moment. As times like these, we learn to live again, because it's where it's going to come down to the wire here with these 9 cars here are going to try to battle it out for the end. That light side line with Bane Densley and Tyler Williams at the moment. I don't know. Are they going to? I just don't know who's going to win it, Wes.
Have you been to the land down under and down in Daytona where these guys are going at it? Down into the corner into turn number 3. Taste of thunder indeed. And get yourself a Vegemite sandwich with some chicken salt to the line. 6 to go. Winner and Faulkner with a push by KD, Cody, Keith. We're heading to the final countdown into corner number 1.
We just cannot get that outside third line to work. When are they gonna try to get this 3 wide? It's got to go 3 wide. Ryan Barber, does he extend it straight up that middle there? At the moment, the gap there, that gap was right there for Ryan to take as well. Just being shut down as well. So I don't know. It's
look at now, Dinsley and Williams trying to get something organized behind the back of Faulkner. Faulkner leads the chaos. By the way, Hodden has got up into that mix, by the way. Keep an eye on him. But he is another car a lap down in the back. But can they shake things up? Shake it up. Here they come to the line. 5 laps to go here in Daytona. The music battle and the race battles continue until in turn 1.
Well, they definitely are dancing in the dark here at the moment. Here as the Vortex guys are going to send it right up the inside here as well.
Dancing in the moonlight, indeed. The lights are on. They get it on most every night in the Australian NASCAR X Series. And right now, watch Winner with a push behind by KD. That's Cody Deef. Deep inside, holding on, top side lane, Faulkner and Blaine Dinsley, plenty of room amongst these guys. Here they come out of turn number 4, down to the line. 4 laps to go, Nigel. Lap cars down on the bottom, 10 miles to go. Look at the push now. Aaron Borg trying to use side draft from the lap car to hang up to the leaders as Winner. Indeed, they're pulling away on the inside lane in turn 1.
We see Ethan Winter now back in that lead again. When does he push that outside lane? He's got to do it. He's got to help his teammates out with more to go.
In the words of Dinsley and Deef, they're back in the Daytona groove as they go to the high side. Look at now Faulkner pushing up top, Blaine Dinsley. And a lot of patience now by these guys. Remember, there's Team Connie, there's Vermilion Esports working off the corner, and the laps are flying by. Next week, Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta. Remember, NASCAR runs there this upcoming weekend in real life as they come to the line. 3 to go. Winner, Dinsley. I got a feeling, Nigel, something's got to go wrong because we're feeling too good, and we might have another crazy photo finish on our hands between the 39 and the 26. Keep an eye on them up high.
It's feeling like a bit of a love story at the moment with 5 of these drivers not actually having a win in the series so far. This could be something that could shake it off as well.
28, I meant to say. The 28, baby. Shake it off. Will it happen? I've never been a fan of Taylor Swift, but it is time to shake it off and push it to the front. Down to the inside. Who's going to be a champion? Down to the line. 2 to go. Penultimate lap. 5 miles remain. Winner down to the lead. But here comes Faulkner to battle back. By the way, black car, Ben Faulkner. He has one stage 2. He's trying to take care of all of them tonight in Daytona to 1 there, Nigel.
Who's going to take that middle lane, though? That middle lane is way open there. Who's going to take it? Someone has to take it now with only 2 to go. See if they can make a push from the back to the front. Let's see what happens here as we go around 3 and 4 into the final lap.
Looking high, looking low, pushing with Faulkner down to the inside. Winner follows. Ethan Winner. I just don't know, Nigel. Maybe that outside lane might be good tonight. Winner now starting to pull away with the help by Cody Deep, but here comes Faulkner. Drilling right back in, and they come to the line. White flag in the air. This is it. Final lap here. There is lap traffic up ahead and a wad of traffic in turn 1 for the final time. Winner on the bottom. KD is locked to the inside. So is Aaron Borg. Barber on the bottom as well. Top line. It's still Faulkner. They're breaking apart. We're going 3 and 4 wide. One wrong slip. They're getting loose. Hold on to it, Blaine Dinsley. A little wiggle there for a minute. Open the door to Barber on the bottom. Here comes that car. We're sideways. They're loosening into the back. Dinsley sideways. Barber's out of it. Here they come. Aaron Borg up to second. Will he get around Winner? Here they come. Lap traffic up in front. Into the line. Ethan Winner is going to win Daytona. Before they call the lap traffic, Ethan Winner's going to win the race. No, he's not retired. He's the winner of round 1 of the Australian NASCAR X Series here at the Virtual World Center of Racing.
What a finish.
Ethan Winter gets it done in Daytona. He gets his 12th career win. What a finish. What a job. Aaron Borg, Ryan Barber, Nigel. These guys popped up out of nowhere until the last minute. And they finish on the podium.
What a run that is. Aaron Borg and Ryan Barber rounding out your top three there. I think Aaron Borg and Ryan Barber are working together too with Southern Stars. I'm not going to have to get that confirmed later on tonight. But yeah, tonight runs Ethan Winter he missed out on the ANC Championship race last year, but he's made up for it tonight to win the first X Series race of 2026.
Unbelievable. Ethan Winter is about to celebrate. He's about to burn it down. And his quest towards a championship, shots are fired to the rest of the field. Take notice, Team Connie, Vortex Racing, number 39 Toyota. Ethan Winter wins in Daytona. Here's a look at the results. As he burns it down in the grass, Ethan Winter is going to be the winner. Aaron Borg will settle for second. Ryan Barber for Gremlin third. We'll talk to them on the podium in the Nitro post-race show coming up next. Cody Deeth, Tyler Williams, Daniel Boyd, Chaboyne, McKernan, what a run for Chaboyne, followed by Blaine Dinsley. Something happened to him. He got pushed out of line at the end. He'll settle for a top 10. In beast mode, Jamie Davis, Nigel, top 10.
In 11th position as we get the screen back up there at the moment. When we get that back up, Dean's in the booth of the trailer at the moment. So there we go. Dave O from Nitro Racing finishes in 11th. Dane Diego Snaden, Australia-wide racing, finished in 12th. But Vermilion Academies, Fitzroy Beaumont finishing 13th. Calvin Clark in his first start, top 15 finish for 1-9, finished in 14th with Dave Douglas for Nitro Racing in 15th. Angus Lawford for Project 36 in his first X Series starts, finishes in 16th with Jason Holdsworth. Nitro Racing finishes in 17th. Michael Campbell in 18th. Joshua Hodgson from Vermilion in 19th with his teammate running out your top 20 with Jacob O'Reilly.
First, we'll find Britton Hobson 8 laps down, Zach Blundell 22nd, Josh Mickelmore 23rd. Last year's champion Brad Newman, not the welcoming party to start the new year. A top 25, he finishes 24th. Serrano, Tal Serrano 25th. Matt Danson as well, the Australian NASCAR champion driver, finishes 26th. Zach Kerr, who led some laps though, caught up in an accident earlier before the finish. Trent Gosley, Josh Pirwine, Lachlan Frank, blown motor, 25 laps down to the top 30, Nigel.
As we see the last top 30 there, Brendan the Cooch Griffiths for Project 36 and 31 place. He was 34 laps down. These cars are multiple laps down with Aaron Dorman from Australian Ride Racing, Lewis Greathead, Jared Filsell, Brendan Burkhardt, Luke Trahere, Shane Bowen, Wayne Burke, Tom Frere and Sam Chapman. And rounds out your top 40.
40 drivers battle on the 2.5 miles at its Daytona. 100 laps. They went the scheduled distance. 32 lead changes in green flag under 5 different leaders. 5 cautions for 13 laps. Aaron Borg, the hard charger of the race, the runner-up of the race, up 33 positions. Ben Faulkner, by the way, led the most laps at 51. Brad Newman, fastest lap of everybody, 46.651. Joshua Houghton was the pole award man. Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Winter, Aaron Borg, Ryan Barber. We're going to talk to these guys in just a moment. As a matter of fact, I think we're ready to bring them in, and we're going to step away. We're going to step away, as you saw, commercial-free racing. When we come back, we're going to talk to the podium. And the winner, Ethan Winter, next. He is a champion. He is the winner of Daytona, round 1. But remember, he's not in the playoffs. He doesn't advance to a championship. He just holds on to the points lead, and it has shaken it up going into Echo Park next week. Make sure you join us next Tuesday, Atlanta. And don't forget Daytona for the trucks this Thursday.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome back to Daytona. It is the Australian NASCAR X Series. By the way, thanks again to Nitro. Check out your awesome setups for Cup, Xfinity, and Truck. I need to call that Cup O'Reilly and Truck. It's not Xfinity anymore. But nonetheless, Nigel Siddell, Wesley Outland, Dean Hopton on the production side of things, and joining us for his 12th career NASCAR Australia victory and first of the season for Team X. Ethan Winter, congratulations, man. Let's go back. Lap 8. That amazing save of the race. Did you think you were crashed? We were trying to go back to the replay of that, and then there was an accident that happened. They didn't throw the yellow flag, but what a save you made, and then just surviving this thing, man, to hold on and win the race, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm trying to remember what happened that early in the race. There was a lot of decisions there that I had to make, and I had to make the right decision every time, or else I would have been in infield chaos on us. So, I probably had a perfect race. Honestly, my decisions were perfect. Everyone in Discord, all the teammates, everyone that jumped in, that was, that's a team effort. For all of us, I think the top 7, we were all in the same call, and even Blaine there in P9. So. It wouldn't happen without my teammates.
Well, congratulations, Ethan, on the victory tonight. Now, two questions for you. Is that the first question is how intense was that first stage, especially with the 3 wide, and secondly, at any stage during that last 20 laps, you thought about taking it 3 wide, going to the top to help your teammates in Daniel Boyd and Tyler Williams get to the front to see if you can make a 1, 2, 3 for Vortex?
Yeah, the first stage was a bit surprising, honestly, but with the format, points are very important now, so not so surprising when you think about it. But yeah, it was certainly probably pretty good watching from the broadcast, but usually those things don't end too well, and obviously it came undone at the end of the stage there. But once that happened and a few more wrecks kind of lessened out the field, and that's when you can kind of make moves, and that's just what happened, really.
I gotta ask you, Ethan, winning this race early, getting as many points as you can, because obviously it's not winning you're in anymore. How does that change the strategy, obviously going throughout the season now?
It doesn't change it at all. I think, I guess I've got 2 drop rounds, so that's probably a good thing to come out of Daytona and still have those 2 in hand, certainly. But, with a limited amount of stage points I got tonight, I knew I needed to finish well. So, I've ticked that off, and really happy with that.
Before we let you go, please thank your sponsors, man.
Yeah, just thanks to Vortex, SimSport, all my teammates there. Thanks to Vermilion, of course. Thanks to everyone else that was in the Discord helping out. That that made the race that much easier. Thanks to SFE Loans, Pete Racing Products, Ray White McLean, Slipstream Science, Yambo McLean, Vet Clinic, Team Conceal, of course, for the quick setups, Pace Graphics for the paints, Mannington Toyota, Kenny Val Toyota, and thanks to you guys in the broadcast, and obviously the admins.
Hey, Ethan, just one more quick. One more quick question: Does this race win mean much more than what you've done before because it's Daytona?
It does mean a fair bit. I've had a few better wins in terms of situational things, but winning at Daytona is always a special thing. Certainly the season opener as well with this quality field as well. So yeah, pretty stoked for this.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ethan Winter, career start number 67 tonight. He now has 12 wins, 32 top fives, and 42 top tens for Australian NASCAR over the seasons. Ethan Winter's Toyota Supra from Brisbane, Queensland, wins the Daytona 250 for the Australian NASCAR X Series lid lifter of the season. Let's grab now the man that finishes in the second position. Way to go. What a race for you, sir. Aaron Borg, man. I'll tell you. No, I'm sorry. It's Cody Deeks. My apologies. Cody, wait a minute. Is that all screwed up? My apologies.
No.
Yeah, I got it all messed up on my timing and scoring. My apologies. I thought it was Aaron Borg. It might be Cody Deeks.
It is
Aaron Borg. Aaron, I thought you were second. Yeah. Yeah, see, the finishing order is all messed up on the podium if you look at it. Aaron, man, what a way to race. What a way to hang in the back, stay out of trouble, be patient. When was the time the right to climb to the front, and what's your take of finishing in second, sir? I know we got some data issues, I think, from iRacing, but what a good run for you finishing second.
Yeah, thanks, mate. It was good fun. I jumped on quite late, missed qualifying, and then I just figured if I ran up the back for most of it, it's probably the safer play. And I just got, to be honest, a bit lucky getting through a few of the crashes there, and then popped out somewhere near the front, and just held on there. It was good fun. We're in a big Discord call, so that was good fun being with those guys. And like Ethan said, I think it was the majority of that front group at the end there, so it was good result.
Yeah, congratulations on your second tonight. At any stage, you thought to yourself, I'm going to send this up the middle to get the win?
No, I was waiting for the end. I knew that, following third in line down the bottom, I knew that second in line would probably have a run. Then, I was sort of just waiting for that. But then the lap cars that we caught at the end kind of stalled out any run that we would have had because they all gave Ethan a good tow to the line there.
I'll tell you what, Aaron, if you had to go back and do it again, what would you have done different to try to get around Ethan Winter for the win, sir?
To be honest, I don't think there's much more I could have done because, like I said, that group in front of us gave him a nice tow at the end there, and he placed his car well. So, I don't think there's too much we could have done there. If the group wasn't there, I think it would have been a little bit different. But, it was still good to come out first race and finish second.
There you go. Sponsor, sir.
Just thanks to you guys, really, and thanks to all the guys on the Discord. It was good fun chatting on there, and looking forward to racing for the rest of the season.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Aaron Borg, and here's a special day for him. Tonight is his 50th career start with the Australian NASCAR Series X. His 50th start has now got him 4 career wins, add now 21 top 5s and 33 top 10s to Aaron Borg, finishing in second spot. Now let's grab the man that finishes third. It is Mr. Barber, Ryan Barber. What a battle, what a race. The Mobil 1 car, I guess kind of the same strategy, if you will, talking to Aaron Borg. Stayed out of trouble, stayed in the back, and then that Twister Mobil 1 or Twistex Mobil 1 started to climb, my friend, and you will finish in third. Nothing wrong with bronze.
Yeah, I can't complain about getting some good points there. Like Aaron touched base before, we just kind of sat at the back there, and I was just trying to keep the nose clean for the most part. I think I got involved in the first caution, but luckily counted my lucky stars and I got out of that safe. So from that point onwards, I just wanted to keep the car clean and finish the race.
Yeah, congratulations on your third place tonight. I was just going to touch on that and say that you was involved in that first caution, little to minimal damage, so you keep your race going. But what does this mean to you, to yourself personally, knowing that you've got that podium in the bag and your momentum going forward, especially next week into another Super Speedway series and for the rest of the series?
I mean, today was pretty solid, so I can't really complain with third. At the end there, I pretty much just sat there and whatever happened. So, it's a good bag of points to take on for the rest of the championship. But last season I had a rough start. I think I DNF'd the first couple races. So having a solid finish tonight does mean a lot. So, I didn't really care too much about the stage points or anything. I just wanted to keep the car clean. So, I'll just keep my focus on having a clean car, collecting as many points and see if I'm lucky enough to, have a shot at the championship.
And one more question, and throw this out there with your sponsors as well. Ryan, the strategy, obviously, you got caught up in an accident in the first start of the race, as you mentioned. No caution was thrown, though. But how bad of a hole did you get dug in? And does, getting caught in an accident take you automatically out of the equation of trying to win these races? What is the valiant effort that you have to make to try to get back in this thing to fight your way and obviously come out of the deal with the top three?
Depends where the wreck is, and depends how much damage you get. Last Thursday in the practice race, I ended up going for a bit of a tumble down the front straight or back straight, whatever you want to call it. So, that damage was ongoing. Tonight, it was just a bit of a fender bender. So, I was able to keep going and use the remaining laps to move my way up to the front, and I was lucky enough to get a solid position. But usually, you're not too lucky. As you probably saw in the broadcast, quite a few cars got murdered tonight. A lot of the haulers are going to be full of scrap parts. So I'm just very fortunate to have worked with the guys I worked with tonight in that Discord call. And, I'll continue the momentum on for next week and the rest of the championship.
On to Echo Park, as we mentioned, next week. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Ryan Barber, by the way. Ryan Barber will finish in third position. By the way, his 65th career start in the Australian NASCAR. He has one career win, 11, now make it 12 top fives, 24 top tens. Ryan, before we let you go, man, please thank those sponsors. Anybody else you want to say hello to? And by the way, where's your brother Andy at? He has the most starts of anybody. Career start 176. But he is, where was he at tonight?
That's actually my dad. I don't think he...
Your dad, I'm sorry.
I don't think he was too interested in the X Series this season. I think he just wanted to shift his focus on the Truck Series. It seems like that's where we're strongest at. I'm trying to build up, some confidence and my racecraft. So that's why I ended up... pulling the 05 out the hauler, and I'm doing the X Series as well as the Truck Series. So I think I'm just going to be a lone soldier for now in the Stars camp for Tuesday. So,
there you go. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
lone wolf live alone, die alone, right? There you go.
Yeah, that's right. But I also got Aaron here as well. So it's a good series to be a part of. Tuesday nights I look forward to, same with Thursday nights. So you can't really go wrong with the Australian NASCAR X Series. So I'll give it a crack next week. I'll try and actually pull him into next week's race. I think he's just a little bit stubborn at the moment. I think Nigel, you told him that he was bullshitting.
I'll talk to him.
Yeah.
You tell him.
Even Nigel said he was bullshitting about the retirement, and he ended up getting a truck charter. So anything's possible with him.
Well, if anybody got offended by the Lakers, we apologize out there if there's any liberals out there. But, I understand what you're saying, Ryan. So thank you for your time, Ryan. I don't want to get you in any more trouble or fines with the NASCAR Australia series, or the bosses that be. So, all right. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Barber will finish in third. Aaron Borg second. Guys that hung in the back, even might have had some problems earlier, rallied, come back and finish with a solid top three. As again, Ethan Winter picking up his 12th career win, first one of the season. But remember, he's not in the playoffs or the chase. He has to continue his persistence, his domination, as well as everyone else, as they'll get ready to go to the high banks of the new Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta, next Tuesday night. eNASCAR, of course, Australian NASCAR X Series in the books. There's a look at the upcoming schedule, by the way. Echo Park, Coda, Phoenix, Nigel Siddell, your final closing thoughts. Don't forget Dylan and myself for the NASCAR Australian NASCAR Truck Series opener at Daytona, presented by CT Electrical on Thursday. Another fun season ahead. I'm ready, Nigel. Let's get it started, baby.
Well, if anything goes with that stage one, we were 3 wide there for majority of that stage one. We're in for a cracking season. A few drivers to come back next week as well. So, yeah, we're in for a cracking race next week at Echo Park.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, as always, like, subscribe, follow that bell on Highline Broadcasting to keep up with all the great coverage. Thanks again, as always, to Nitro for all of your iRacing setups for Cup, O'Reilly, Xfinity, or trucks. They got you covered, and we appreciate you, audience out there. Aussie mates and mateys, it's your U.S. North Carolina announcer, Wesley Outland, thanking you wherever you're at, whether you're watching on Facebook, watching on the YouTube Highline Network. This is just the start of the season as Ethan Winter continues to burn it down. There's that celebration. You know, normally if you mess up the grass in real life at Daytona, they charge you a $500,000 fine. He gets to do it absolutely, virtually free. Don't forget, trucks on Thursday. We're back at Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta on Tuesday for the next race of the 2026 Season 1 of the Australian NASCAR X Series. For Jason Holdsworth and Nigel Siddell, if you'd like to know more information, go to Australian NASCAR or Highline on social media, Discord, and, of course, thank you. Hit that like on YouTube as well. Bigglestein Hopton, another phenomenal job on production. Nigel Siddell on color commentary as well. I'm Wesley Outland. Don't forget, Trucks Daytona Thursday, and we'll see you next week at Echo Park, Atlanta. Here it is. Thought we were going to have issues with lap traffic, but Ethan Winter would not be denied. Hold it off, Borg. Hold it off, Borger. He wins Daytona. We'll see you next week at Echo Park, Atlanta. Good evening, everybody.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.